on the endeavors and affairs of man as far as we're on this earth. So that's the way of welcoming you to open conversation this morning. And it's facts about political news, trending issues in the politics of Nigeria. And we have contributions, different stakeholders to give you informed details of things happening today. And first on our lineup this morning is towards 2023. Tinubu still firm as reactions to fake clergy's presence. It has been one that has been making the rounds in Nigeria today. Several issues coming forth. And another news breaking says that some people who were paid to be part of the number of bishops or clergymen that went 40,000 was given to us. And also, I think they've already failed from the beginning. Well, that's another issue we have to discuss today on the program Open Conversation. Next on my agenda is Osun State Adeleke peddling lies over assets. Osun government has said so. Well, we know that most of the time in Nigeria, if a government is of a particular party and another party gets to win and upturn the issue, we're going to discuss today. Then Osun Post shows Nigerians can no longer be taken for granted. Abamoro saying that, and he had an exclusive one with the National Daily, and that one was making the rounds also in the news. Well, of defectors to PDP. It was something that started with Rivers State before, and that went to the National, and now Mbazulike Amechi hits PDP APC, accuses them of sinking Nigeria in corruption. The two bigwig parties or political parties, that's the ruling party, and the major opposition, PDP, are actually on the ballots for the 2023 elections and various. But someone from the Federal Republic is saying that these two parties have really not put Nigerians into the bad light, into a good light. They've really sunk Nigeria into corruption. Is this true, or does it have a contrary reaction? Those are the issues we're going to be discussing this morning. We'll take a break. When we'll come back, remember, this is Open Conversation.
Meet the People Legends celebrations showing every Sunday 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Atlantic Television Network, StarTimes DTH channel 194, ATN Live on Google App Store, Facebook Atlantic Television Network, YouTube Atlantic Television Network, Instagram Atlantic TV Network, Twitter Atlantic TV Net. For sponsorship 0810 634 1777. ATN Icons celebrating the giants of our time.
I am Namdi Uzuku. So we start up first with the issue on ground, making the rounds, which is Tinubu still firm as reactions trail fake clergy's presence. The camp of the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, re-aimed adamant last night, despite accusations that his party invited fake clergies to the unveiling of Senator Kashim Shettima as its running mate in the 2023 general elections. Although the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Mr. Felix Walker, failed to respond to text messages and take calls on his phone at press time, a party source said, "We, party, in quote, didn't hire the clerics. The Tinubu campaign organization has spoken on the matter already, and that settles it. The clerics are Nigerians, some of them likely members of the party. APC is made up of all Nigerians," firing back at critics who accuse his team of hiring street urchins and dressing them as Christian clerics during the unveiling of his running mate. Tinubu, in a statement by his campaign organization, said the event was open to all, including clergymen, accusing the opposition of cashing in on the development to stir unnecessary attacks on APC. The Director of Media and Communications of the Tinubu campaign organization, TCO, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, also described as unwarranted distractions the viral pictures and videos of some clergymen and women at the unveiling. The campaign spoke as Apostle Ekakbong Ubi, who was named as one of the clerics, allegedly listed as one of the clerics at the event, denied being there, saying he was in Calabar and had not been to Abuja for over 3 months. Also, the Conference of Concerned Christians of Nigeria, CCCN, challenged the APC to disclose the identities of the bishops and clerics at the ceremony and commended the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, for opposing same-faith presidential ticket. Now, let's take a look at this video, which is actually making the rounds in the news today and has actually gone viral. Now, this is the video being captured by some person there at close to the Musa Yaradua Center, where the issue of the unveiling took place. Now, if you discover that they see someone who was trying to dress up in a cassock outside, and the question some people will be asking is, a bishop...
Speak to journalists. Sir? Okay. Why not? Are you scared? No, what I'm saying is, are you scared of talking to Nigerians while you are here? Don't you have anything to say to Nigerians? Can't you? You don't have anything to say to Nigerians while you are here as religious, as Christians? Nothing. Sir, you two don't have anything to say, sir. Can you tell Nigerians why you are here as Christian leaders?
Christian leaders.
Yes.
We have given it before.
Sir?
We have said it before.
That what happened, sir?
We believe in peace and unity of Nigeria.
Okay. And you believe in Muslim ticket, sir?
Do you believe in that?
I'm a journalist. I'm asking you a question. I deserve an answer.
I'm also a journalist and I'm a Nigerian. So
okay, so by being here, you endorse the Muslim ticket, sir?
Sir.
So I'm asking you a question so that
Muslim.
You no, break my phone.
Come, let me answer you. Muslim ticket is not a crime.
Okay. That's good. Which church are you from, sir?
We projected Reverend Pam Yakubu.
Okay.
We projected Reverend Pam Yakubu.
Okay, from the Northern Christians, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
It's our own choice.
Okay.
But the party decide what they want.
Okay.
So let press and every media report something that can unite Nigeria. Okay. Not bring disunity.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
We need all the press, journalists, blogger, free blogger. Okay. To, for God's sake.
Okay, so that's the video of some of the issues really happening. It has really gone viral. And meanwhile, in another development, one of the bishops who spoke with one of the dailies, Joseph, in person of Joseph Odaudo, alleged that they were hired from a motor park. According to him, the APC members promised to pay them 100,000 naira each. They came to meet us at the car park behind Eagle Square, and they promised to give me 100,000 naira. That's quoting Joseph Dahudu now. They bought food for us and took us to another place where they gave us clothes to dress like Christian leaders and reverend fathers. Now, Mr. Odaudu told one of the dailies that but after we finished, Now, quoting Joseph Dahudu, they only gave me 40,000 naira, and another person said they got only 30,000 naira. I don't know why they changed our agreement, because they said they had 100,000 naira for us. Now, that's an issue on ground, which is creating a lot of buzz. Like, joining me to do justice to these trending and serious issues affecting the nation's landscape. He is a political analyst, former governorship candidate in the 2019 elections today. And he is one of the men who's really stood up to really talk about issues as it has to do with politics. He's under the Rivers State under the platform of the Advanced People's Democratic Party, ADP, as at that time. Also a member of the National Executive Committee of the National Commodity Association of Nigeria, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, and also national president there for the Green Nigeria Foundation project. And also he hails from the Andoni path of Rivers State, that's Rivers Southeast Senatorial District of Rivers State. Also, he says that his senatorial district has never produced a governor before. Well, that's on one hand, it's arguable today. Well, I'd like to really welcome Honorable Pastor Warigbani Ezekiel Zubolom. Good morning to you.
Morning. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for joining us today. All right, next to really engage in this discussion this morning is a political activist, social crusader, and public commentator. He also hails from the Gokana part of Rivers State, and also is one of those who has really been in the forefront of political activities in Nigeria today. And is also a member of Rivers APC State Congress Committee. I'd like to really welcome no other than Stephen Diegbara. Thank you for joining me.
Always a pleasure having me.
All right. Well, gentlemen, there's an issue on ground today. First, day before yesterday, when we had the unveiling of Kashim Shettima, it was like, first, one hand, we did not see the leaders of the southeastern Nigeria. Talking about Rochester Okorocha, Wajoba, Education Minister and Technology, and some other leaders, even Hope Uzodinma was not there. But that one was another issue ground, which we're going to talk about. But the one which is actually present right now is the appearance of an alleged bishops, and clerics that were there for the unveiling. One would say that some people actually have it that they had to really hire them. With the story on ground, most people have been talking here and there about this matter, and there have been more reactions to it. Stephen Diegbara, please, I'd like to take you on this. What do you make of the story right now happening to the APC?
Okay, thank you, Nnamdi, and then thank you, viewers. My first thinking when I saw the pictures online and the videos you just showed us, and then the reactions that followed, was just like something that is absolutely not necessary, if you ask me. Trying to choreograph, people that looks like clergymen or pastors dressed in that kind of attire, just try to prove a point to the effect that okay, Christians have the endorsement of the Muslim ticket of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Senator Kashim Shettima was absolutely not something necessary. Nigerians have had their minds made up. The Christians that are complaining, or those that are complaining, they are not going to vote for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, even if he had choreographed or not choreographed the clergymen. They had already made their mind made up. So making noise about them, wearing uniform, trying to dress them in, clergyman uniform and all whatnot is to me trying to play an opposition script. Because I know that Christians have been making their agitations as to the effect that they don't want the Christian and Muslim tickets, and then they want something mixed. So it is for me not necessary. I have said it quite some time ago, even on this platform, that you see that even Christians, we are such a vulnerable set of people that we can give in for anything. Just check on the street, this street to your studio. You will see that we will have more than 100 churches. Check their signboards, you will see a lot of bishops, this bishop, that bishop, this bishop, that. So I also heard the statement of Khan say that they don't know this bishop. How many of those churches do they really know? Are they in the records of Khan? How many of those bishops, those people that tout themselves to be bishop? You know, somebody will just wake up and open church today, have a single branch, and have 2, 3 members in it, and then the next thing you will see him call himself bishop. My friend here is a reverend gentleman. He knows what I'm talking about. And they will just want to carry the toga because they know that the name, the nomenclature of bishop is such that, Nigerians would like title too much. So it is not surprising to me to have people like that to come up.
So I don't believe that. Are you saying that these men who've actually dressed in the cleric attire are bishops?
They could be one of those mushroom people. They could be one of those mushroom children that touts themselves.
Did you hear the statement by Khan?
Yes, I heard them.
You heard the statement by Khan?
Yes, Khan said they don't know them, that these people were impersonated. So how much can they prove the impersonation? That's what I'm talking about. Because Khan does not really have the biodata of all those that are their members. Because like I said, if you go on this street today, you have plethora of churches that don't have a registration with Khan. So it is easier for politicians to catch in on situations like that to prove a point. So I don't want to buy into it because I view Khan's reaction as playing the opposition script. But what I know that as a Christian, I am not too much in tune with the Muslim ticket. I have my sentiments to that. But you see, whatever it is that the opposition or the ruling party want to do to win the election is what they are doing. They are trying to see how they can buy the mind of Nigerians to winning election. But I think the person that acted that script acted a very wrong script.
Okay. Honorable Reverend Warigbani. Okay, sorry, Pastor Warigbani. Now, the issue on ground, it's really on the table.
You say you are Bishop Warigbani.
Okay, no. Let's hold on. hold on, Stephen. Hold on, Stephen, about that. What's your reaction towards this? Do you believe that these people were actually framed or organized to dress like pastors to be here? You've seen the story, you've seen the video here, and you know what's really happening on ground. The statement by Khan right now, do you think that's the right thing we should actually take? Or the statement that by the APC, who has said that those people are upcoming bishops? Which should we really take to the table now?
Well, I'm a pastor and a politician. And I know that if a prominent or call them bishop is attending any function of that magnitude, their names, they should be addressed, they should be welcomed, they should be introduced to the public. But I keenly follow up the videos of that program. I can't touch any name among the bishops that were pronounced there or that were welcomed there. For me, I think that is a shout out. And I don't need to talk more about that. All I need to do now is to advise Nigerians or Christians not to drag the name of God into mud. There are things you don't do in the name of God. There are things you need to do as a person. If I'm coming here in the name of a political party, I would answer issues based on political party I belong to. So if you are going for any function and you cannot define your function, that function is fake. For me, the whole thing there is fake because none of them could be able to come out and defend what they went there for. You can see the video, I watched the video with you here, that even when they were asked questions, they couldn't answer any questions. So for me, because you cannot defend what you go out for, I think it is because of the negativity of that thing you're going for. That is why you could not defend it. So for me, that is shara. We should not talk about that one. Talk about the Muslim secret that is causing this rows.
Yes, because that's what's.
Now, as a person, I spoke on phone the other day when I was called upon to talk about Muslim ticket. I said there was no worries. If a particular political party had decided to work against the people, why worry? We have 18 political parties, 18, and there are political parties that also have Christian and Muslims contesting for Nigerian presidents. Are you telling me all the 18% are bad in Nigeria? No. We should also think about not fighting anybody, the country is still a growing country, and we don't need to take that as a problem. I can tell you for free that Nigerians has alternatives. The problem we have in Nigeria is that some person that claim to be good will never come out one day to contest for election. They only sit down there and be criticizing people that take the bold step to come out to contest election. If not so, there were ample time for every Nigerian to come up to seek for this position for presidency. It was not, they don't buy anybody. Yes, some political parties engage in cash, increase of cash to buy their forms, thereby deny people. Yes, but still, there are still Nigerians that can afford that and challenge it. If you can't get 100 million naira tickets in APC and PDP, you can also get 1,000, 2,000 or 1 million naira or 500,000 naira ticket from another party who actually come down. And if you claim you are good, you go there and contest the election.
All right.
So what I'm saying is that I am not in support of Muslim tickets. You get it? But for Christians who are also against that Muslim tickets, I don't think we need to fight. We need to seek for alternative, which we have already on our hands. People say, how strong are those alternatives? I can tell you, the party is not stronger. The people are stronger. People are. Let me tell you, we have two classes of people. We have the people that are in politics and the people that are on the fence. And people on the fence who actually are voters are almost 80% of Nigerians.
Okay, thank you very much. At this point in time, this is the open conversation, and I've been with Stephen Diegbara and Honorable Pastor Warigbani Zebulon. We'll take a break at this point. When we'll come back, we'll continue on this issue. Stay with us.
Meet the people making the difference in our time on ATN Icons. Here, we present you legends celebrated for their heroism in different fields and serve as role models today. ATN Icons, showing every Sunday 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Atlantic Television Network, StarTimes DTH channel 194, ATN Live on Google App Store, Facebook Atlantic Television Network, YouTube Atlantic Television Network, Instagram Atlantic TV Network, Twitter Atlantic TV Net. For sponsorship 0810-634-1777. ATN Icons, celebrating the giants of our time.
The people, the candidates, the party, the campaigns. What really makes an election year? Enough of the rhetorics. It's time for issue-based politics. 2023 elections. Who are the candidates? What do you know about them? Take a seat, relax, and join us for the 2023 elections on Atlantic Television Network, StarTimes, DTH, channel 194, or ATN Live on Google Play Store and all our social media platforms. Twitter is at Atlantic TV Net. Facebook and YouTube is at Atlantic Television Network. On Instagram is at Atlantic TV Network. Elections 2023 from Mondays to Fridays at 8 p.m. Election 2023. We the people have a stake.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports.
But I remain committed to the United Kingdom leaving.
Since I became Prime Minister, I've said we must get on and get Brexit done on October the 31st so that this country can move on.
Sir, my amendment is that Mr. President should be invited to come and explain the situation.
For the Nigerian government to stop killing its people and
great to have you join us back. This is still open conversation. I remain Nnamdi Uzuku, your anchor for this morning, and I've still been with Honorable Zebulon Warigbani. He's here today to talk, and we still have Stephen Diegbara also in the studio, and we've been speaking about the issues on the matters about fake clerics that appeared at the unveiling of Senator Kashim Shettima as the VP candidate of the APC. Well, it's one that is really making the rounds today. And before we went on a break, we're discussing along these lines. And I'd like to really ask, now, this development which really unfolded last night and even this morning, where some bishops are actually talking, it says in another development, one of the bishops who spoke with one of the dailies, Joseph Oda-Udu, alleged that they were hired from a motor park. According to him, the APC members promised to pay them 100,000 naira each. They came to meet us at the motor park and behind Eagle Square, and they promised to give me 100,000 naira. That's what he said. They brought food for us and took us to another place where they gave us clothes to dress like Christians, Christian leaders and reverend fathers. We'll hold it there. Now, Stephen, there's money attached to this. And this man has come to say that they agreed on something. And they went away from that and went away from the agreement. And they gave them 40,000. Contrary to the first agreement they had, which was 100,000. What do you make of this? This is someone who's come to really talk about this. He's crying out that this is not what we agreed. We agreed on something. And now another thing is happening. What do you really make of this? Is this really a sign of the APC really not fulfilling their mandate when it comes to issues or bringing up fulfillment of promise? If this deception can start now, according to some people will say, what will happen if the APC really gets into power or maintains power in the 2023 elections?
I don't want to see it as deception, because I know the man that agreed to be choreographed is also, part of the deception. So APC deceiving, or who brought the uniform for them, deception should be two ways. I have said here that I'm not too, impressed with the whole situation. Whoever, is the architect of that choreographing did a very poor job. However, I don't see.
So you agree that there was a choreographing?
There could be a choreographing, because there was a choreograph. Okay. Because like I said, there could be a lot of fake pastors around that could be hired. Even though I cannot point to the fact that he was actually the person who was giving money or hired to wear those uniforms, because I would like to see him dress in that attire, or bring his pictures, and then we just oppose the pictures with the pictures we have seen online that trended online, as to whether he is actually part of those that was part of that choreographing, that drama. But beyond that, I don't want to see that as a problem of deception to Nigerians, because like I said, whoever will vote for the APC have already made their minds up. Their minds are already made up. He was alluding to the fact that Nigerians have a choice, and I agree with him completely. If you know that you are not okay with the Muslim-Muslim arrangement, because that's the crux of the matter here, you can look for alternatives. There are other alternatives. But I think the APC is looking for ways to win election. And they believe that if they can make a Muslim-Muslim ticket, it can easily go and get them winning election. Looking at the fact that the PDP had chosen their candidate from the north, we have a Kwakwaso factor in the north, and then we have a Peter Obi factor from the south here. So they may have looked at all those indices and the effects of it on the possibility to win election. That's the crux of the matter. I don't want to dwell so much on choreographing and all that. I have said here that whoever did that did a very, very poor job. I don't want also to throw my heart to believing that whoever said that they were giving 14,000 naira as against 100,000 naira was actually the right person to speak. I would like to put the picture side by side to really know that he was actually the bishop, quote and unquote, that came to the center to give support to Kashim Shettima, or he was actually somebody paid by the opposition to speak against that exercise. Because I believe that even beyond him from a motor park, there could be other bishops in this country that call themselves bishop. I'm very happy that he didn't agree that we should.